Hey guys, welcome back to my welcome back to my channel. My name's Scarlett. If you are new here, I just make videos my life, so you should subscribe and go check out Vlogmas because I just finished that. But this is my 2018 recap video. For the past few days, I've been reminiscing on 2018 and just thinking about how this was such a blessing. This was such an insane year because everything that happened this year was not planned by me, wasn't even foreseen by me, not even a little bit, like every single thing. And it's just has shown me like God's divine power when you like say, hey God, like here's my life, do what you want with it. So just like recapping it, 2018 as a whole, it was insanity, but in the absolute best way possible. It was a year of so many new things. I started a new school, I made new friends, went to a new church, started a new ministry, like all of these things I did not expect to happen at all. Like my plan for 2018, if you go watch my my 2018 like resolutions video that I did, you'll like see it and like look over my entire life and be like, Scarlett, none of that happened, what are you doing? So it's been absolutely amazing, but I wanted to kind of break it down into like 5 points, so this video isn't 15 minutes long talking about how good God is and how great this year was. So I want to sum up 2018 in a word or phrase, and that phrase that I picked was stillness creates breakthrough, because this year was me learning to stop trying to make things happen and just be still and letting God do it. I am sort of a control freak, and so if I want something, I'm like, okay, how can I make this happen? What steps do I have to do? And I promise you, every single thing that I tried to make happen this year completely like fell through. And so I learned over and over again, because apparently I wasn't getting it for a while, that when I'm just still and I let God work, breakthrough happens. And that phrase just means so much to me. The second thing is, what has God taught me overall? And I wrote down, he's in control and he hears me, and kind of basing off of what I just said about how he's in control. Like, I don't control my life. Like, it's really, I'm not gonna get theological with people being like, we control our life, we don't, blah blah blah. But this year has been testament that I do not have control of my life, that God's will be done no matter what I do, which doesn't make me like not do things. It just makes me realize that when I am closer to his heart, I will desire the things he wants for me, and so I will desire for things that are in his will. But when I'm away from him, and try to work on things that I want to do, it doesn't work out at all. And so that has been just literally crazy to realize over the period of this year. And then the second thing is he hears me, and this one was so huge for me because this was a year of so much prayer, like me learning how to deeply pray. I'll show you, where is it? So this is my prayer journal, and today is actually the last page. This is the last page. Today's 31st. Obviously I'm filming this and editing this the same day, but just to show you like how much I've like, this entire thing is filled with prayers that over, I think from like August of last year, but from mostly this year, of prayers of just me talking to God. Like, even on days where I don't know what to say, I'd be like, God, like I need you, like I'm sorry, or things like, God, like I need a car and I know like you will provide it, and just like him answering those prayers and me being able to look back and be like, bro, I prayed this. It's been like, that was just like insanity. Ugh. It's just so cool. Another one. So my favorite memory from this year, I have so many. I got baptized this year, I got a car this year, I got my license this year, I started a new church, all the things. But one specific memory that God like brought to my mind when I was planning out this video was, it was, I want to say the beginning of November, might be October, when I went to church one night, and I just remember being completely like hit with the Holy Spirit like a brick, and just sobbing and worshiping and not caring who's around me, what I'm doing, who I'm gonna hit, like nothing. And I was worshiping literally with my entire being, and it's my favorite memory of 2018 because it was like a breakthrough had happened in my heart. I think I was going through something, I don't remember what it was, but I just remember like not seeing anything around me, like it just being completely like me and God. And that is my favorite memory of 2018 because it broke down so many walls for me of, oh my God, is somebody looking at me, is this, and it's been incredible. And my favorite song for 2018, I have two. I didn't put the other one, but number one is Seasons by Hillsong. I think I mentioned it in my 2018 video, but it means so much to me. It's the video that got me through 2018. It's the video that God revealed to me a promise that he has kept. And there's a verse in that song called "If You're Not Done Working, I'm Not Done Waiting," and I remember putting it in my handy dandy prayer journal, and the next day, like, the beginning of the rest of my life happened. Not trying to be dramatic, but literally. And that song, like, I can listen to it over, and it's just about the promises of God, and how everything will happen in his timing, and his timing is perfect, and his promises always come true. And so that like broke down so many, that was something that I like stood on and held on to at the beginning of this year. And the second song is Do It Again by Elevation Worship. That song, y'all, like, that song got me through some of the hardest times, because it says, the chorus says, your promise still stands, great is your faithfulness, I'm still in your hands, this is my confidence, you never failed me yet. And I literally, this is a song that you can sing at different parts in your life, and it can mean so many different things. And I just remember singing this song on so many different occasions, and it meaning so many different things for me. And like this is my 2018 song, like, you will do it again. And there's another, the bridge says, I've seen you move, come move the mountains, I believe I'll see you do it again, you made a way where there was no way, and I believe I'll see you do it again. And like, that is the lyrics of my life. Like that, go listen to that song, please, just do it. And the last thing I want to say before I show you guys a montage of 2018 and leave you guys till next year is, if I could send a message to myself on the first day of this year, what would it be? And I wrote down some Bible verses, so we're gonna pull them up. The first Bible verse is Philippians 1:6, and it says, and I am sure of this, that he who begins a good work in you will bring it to completion at the day of Jesus Christ. And another version says, and I have confidence in this, that he who started a good work will complete it. And that has been like Scarlett, like, he has started a good work in you, he's going to complete it, know that. Another verse is 2 Corinthians 1:20. If you haven't realized by now, I'm a Christian, hello. And this is 1 Corinthians, not 2 Corinthians, okay. 2 Corinthians. Give me a sec. Okay, 1:20 says, for all the promises of God find their yes in him. That is why it is through him that we utter our amen to God for his glory. And just like the first part, for all the promises of God find their yes in him, that the same thing, like, your promise still stands, great is your faithfulness. Like, God is so faithful to complete every promise he has promised to us. And I also recommend going through the Bible and finding the promises that he's promised us, because like it's just so much comfort. And this year has been like an example of God's promises all find their yes, and that he will be faithful to that. And the last one is Romans 8:28. I feel like I know this by heart, and we know that those who love God, all things work together for good for those who are called according to his purpose. And that has been really like, this is a verse that can be taken out of context. I won't get on the subject because I don't have that time, but when it says we know that all things work together for good, for those who are called according to his purpose. So I believe that we are all called according to his purpose, but I feel like the word good can get mixed up a lot, because as humans we try to define the word good, but I don't think it's for us to define. I think it's for God to define what good is, because he's the epitome of good. And so when it says all things work together for good, it's his version of good, and so we might not be able to see that, but it's always his good. And so everything that we go through, whether bad, whether good, whether horrible or whatever, it all works out for his good in our life. And that has been super big. Like, even the hardest parts of this year, I saw the light at the end of the tunnel of what he was doing and why this was happening. And even the things I didn't understand what was happening, I held on to this verse, and I was like, it's gonna work out for good, because I know who my God is, and he's a good God. So, and I put a phrase as like, if you could send a message, the message would be, he hears you, don't lose hope, your breakthrough is coming. And that's kind of something that I'm holding on to taking into 2019 as well, because I know that this next year 2019 is going to be incredible. And last night I texted a friend, and I was like, I believe that 2019 is going to come with some challenges that 2018 prepared me for, that God prepared me for in 2018. And so I'm excited, I'm nervous, but I know that no matter what happens, everything's gonna work out for his good. So thank you for subscribing this year. If you did, I know a lot of you subscribed during, I can't talk, my mouth is so dry, but I'm holding my phone on my water bottle, so I can't drink water. But thank you guys for sticking through me this year. I know it was so inconsistent, but Vlogmas really gave me a fire for YouTube and social media again. So I hope to see you guys frequently in 2019, and I hope everybody has a wonderful new year. And I am praying for blessings and breakthrough and restoration for all of you. So happy new year. I love you guys. If you like this video, give it a big thumbs up. Follow me on all my social media below. Subscribe to me if you're not already. The next clip will be a montage that I put together of my 2018. But I will see you guys in my next video next year. Bye.
I feel like new sunglasses, like a brand new pair of jeans. I feel like taking chances. I feel a lot like 17. I feel like windows roll down new city streets and cabs. I feel like anything can happen, laughing. You take me right back when we were kids. Never thought I'd feel like this. Like when I close my eyes and don't even care if anyone sees me dancing. Like I can fly and I don't even think of touching the ground. Like a heartbeat skip, like an open page, like a one-way trip on an aeroplane. It's the way that I feel when I'm with you. Brand new. 'Cause young junk you side, like making big mistakes. I feel like for the first time in a long time